Starting in the front at the Nielson property, weekly maintenance. Today we were able to water all of these beautiful planters in this area here, clarifying, fluffing the soil. Still in the process of sweeping and leaf blowing. Here as well, thorough water, nicely watered. And we really focused on the front and side today, so all of this was weeded, raked, and fluffed. The hollies got a little trim. There were some dead bits here and there woven into it. Some dandelions we're going to keep an eye on. All this got watered too, just for a healthy drink. The boxwoods, we started giving a clean trim on the edge for any of the stragglers, but we didn't, take a volume off of it. Still want it to have a chance to really grow out and fill in before we give it a trim. Same thing down here with these ones, and this whole bed was raked, weeded, and fluffed. And also we are working on decreasing overflow from rainwater and runoff. So this corner and then this corner, we sort of dug out a little bit of a trench. Same thing here. I'm sure this will soften over time. It looks a little firm right now, but it'll be perfect for not running off any of the soil when it rains. So thoroughly raked, fluffed, weeded all the way down. The Jenny was swooshed up and the dead ends were trimmed off, and you can see there's a lot of new growth coming through. These rocks too, thorough weeded and leaf removal of debris, weeded and debris. And then I'm gonna peek up the steps. Fluffed soil around the bulbs. Same thing for the boxwoods too, cleaning those up there. Really got into the corners and getting all of that runoff out of here using the hose after we wiped it down. Watered and picked up debris and fluffed and weeded all of these beds. These boxwoods, these hedges too, just a nice little even trim so nothing looks too crazy, but really want these to grow a little bit more. Watered this guy. And I think that's it for up here. Just really cleaning out the tiles and the rocks. And then super clean and tidy all around here. We were still picking up leaves from the last storm. It was pretty intense. Things got kind of crazy over here, especially the wind comes and hits it right here. So this was the messiest area. Now it's the cleanest. We worked on fixing this trellis too. There were some bits that had been dead and cut off. We're probably going to cut that down lower if nothing's going to grow out of it. It's a very long vine. Cleaned up and then really clarified the side pathway today. Got the soil raked through and debris picked up. And get the soil where it should be and the gravel where it should be, or the chat. So super tidy. Want to maintain this all year long. Same with the shrubbery on the sides, picking out any of the dead pieces. There were a lot of little dead yellow brown ends we trimmed off. Just keeping everything healthy and nice. This whole bed of fresh soil was fluffed up. Same thing over here, weeded and raked through all the way down under the dogwoods. And then this area we started attacking all of those tiny green weeds. I'm not sure if we want to employ weed killer in this area. That would be the most effective, but garden girls elbow work getting all of this done here. And just another view, fluffed, weeded, raked. There were definitely some dandelions and other weeds starting to pop up. The forsythia's got those nice flowers going. There's that. Whole lawn was raked through. Really shouldn't have to rake this again for leaves until the fall. All of the leaves picked up through the rocks. There were so many pieces of debris. And we finally got back in here as well and tidied up this hedge. Really happy about that. Clean. I'll show in here too, where the doggies reside. Cleaned, fluffed soil. All these edges really tidy, super clean. Got those leaves picked up all through here. Much better. Still little leaves by the dog poop. Hopefully the dog poop will be gone by next time. Did more leaf and debris pickup and soil fluffing in this bed and all throughout here too. Super clean line with the gravel and the soil. Got it all along in here. Raked underneath the boxwoods for debris. And we did some closer investigating as to the chicken coop area. Thoroughly watered the apple tree that we transplanted and the other one as well. And we noticed there actually is supposed to be an edge line here. I thought this was just a whole gravel area. I didn't even know there were trees back here. So we cleaned this up. It's ready for fresh soil. Totally didn't take this into account until today, but we will get this in our routine. And this is where the edge, it should go all the way down, probably right to the edge of the boxwood. So this should be gravel for the little chickies, and then fresh soil all on the left in a big long triangle, and then back here in another triangle. It'd be nice if we could get some fresh chat for the chickens too. Okay, and then this is still all soil, supposedly. And we just started getting back here, cutting the grasses lower, sweeping out mostly chicken poop and pine needles and pine cones. And this will be so nice, once we start taking care of it. Did some weeding all along here as well. There was some old vines. So just starting to get our fingers into it. But it looks like there's more edging here. Might disappear somewhere. Where does it go? Okay, so this is all, we're just figuring out what should be soil and what should be gravel. Because right now the gravel's all over. But we'll have this in tip-top shape. Let's see. And then we watered the planters that were up by the pool. There was no runoff. It was very successful. And yep, there's another view of the fluffed soil. I'm gonna run back up to the front and share a little bit of what we did in the front too. But all of this area is taken care of. Another view of this walkway. It's a lot of electrical still, random pieces of lighting and wires that we have tucked away, just waiting to be used. Like this guy right there still, and this cluster, but we are keeping them, tucked in, so it's not just out there. This one is tucked in as best as possible, but that's really just what it is for now. So all of this is nice and clean. Lovely, and this got blown out and swept out. The driveway is pristine. The weed was removed from this irrigation area, perhaps. Okay, and this is where we watered and removed debris and raked through and weeded. There were lots of random grass hairs all around that we picked up. Got the boxwoods all clean and tidy. They had little droppings here and there. And then the rest of this we'll have to tend to another time. But we got a good 50% of the house covered today during our weekly maintenance.